Hey, welcome to another episode of Cyberknights. We're happy to have you here with us, everybody. And man, did we have a growth week. We've got over 200 followers now. I'm pretty happy to announce. So I wish I could thank you all individually, but I can't. There's just too many of you. But thank you for joining Sputter Media. I also have a quick announcement before we get into the introductions for the rest of our actors. And that is we now have a Facebook group, a Sputter Media Facebook group, and we have a Sputter Media Discord. So join the conversation. We are trying to expand, and we want to include you guys in the conversation about your favorite Tuesday night show. All right. So before we get into introductions, I dropped the ball. I did not come up with a question in time, so I got to come up with one off the top of my head. And I like this. What do you think your character would be doing if they lived today? Currently existing technology, existing society, just as things are, what do you think your character would be doing in today's modern world, the real world? Let's go ahead and get started with, I'm going to go backwards this time. I usually save Yam for last just because he's such an amazing introducer of our Dubby products. But I'm going to start with you, Yam. So go ahead, Joe, and tell us about yourself. Tell them who you are, where they can find you, and answer the question.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joe, aka Snack King, aka everyone's favorite character, Yam Spurts here, the exec that we all want to work under. You can find me here. You can find me here on Sunday nights as the DM for our Dawn of Alderton campaign, as well as if you see Snack King or some variation of Snack and King, that is probably me. Typically, 486 is the number combo I use. I have used 01 in the past as applicable. I'm going back a ways to that one. But as for what I think my character would be doing if they lived currently, well, based on the backstory I had written for them, they'd probably be some sort of modern day exec, reaping the benefits off of us working people.
Okay, so not much would change.
Probably a
Excellent.
little bit more cold-blooded, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's shift it over to Lovelace. Lovelace, Emily, why don't you tell them who you are, where they can find you?
Hello, everybody. My name's Emily, also known as Lovelace. You can also find me on Sundays as Clover in Joe's Game, Alderton, and you can find me on Instagram at Kidman66. And I think with Lovelace, working for Volker and everything, he's probably one of those big tech millionaires. So she's sold her soul to insert big name tech company here.
Gotcha. All right, so you'd be in IT.
I think so. I think maybe robotics or artificial intelligence, kind of that connection between build mechanics and robotics and the coding.
I like that. So Lovelace would be the one trying to bring about the singularity for us.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's go ahead and hear from Legion. Eric, tell them who you are, where they can find you. Eric. You dead, mon.
He's muted.
Shit. Sorry. Forgot to unmute. Anyway, as I was saying, hey everybody, I'm Eric, otherwise known as Legion, and you can find me at Nagatsu_Seiken just about anywhere. As for what Legion would be doing in this era, tough to say, but I think Legion would probably be a vigilante.
Ah, interesting. So, you wouldn't be a cop. You'd just be going out there cracking skulls Batman style?
Pretty much.
Love it. We need more skulls to be cracked, don't we? All right, and finally, let's get to our fourth member for the evening, Banshee. Banshee, tell them who you are, where they can find you.
Hello, everyone. Once again, this is the voice of Banji coming at you. You can find me at my Twitter handle at TVJade. Every Tuesday
You're
night.
coming through a little quiet, buddy.
Is that better?
That is.
Hello, this is the voice of Banshee. You can find me at my Twitter handle at TVJade. And if to what Banshee would be doing right about now, not much would change. She would be tearing it up in the local nightclub scene, raising hell and shredding chords.
Nice, nice. I love that not much changes for each of your characters. That's but there's some slight differences in a couple of them. I dig that. So, speaking of our corporate overlords, Yamspurts, Joe, why don't you give us a little taste of our corporate sponsor, Dubby?
He might not be back yet.
God damn it, Joe.
Actually, can I give a pitch?
What? I would
Joe
love
gets
to hear
have all
Emily.
of the
Yes,
fun.
Emily, do the Dubby pitch, and then
So-
Eric, if you wouldn't mind tossing that link up for our followers.
Yep, just did it.
Are you a caffeine addicted person like me? Maybe, maybe not. Either way, I would really recommend checking out Dubby. It's made from coffee fruit, so it gets that jitterless energy for people unlike me who get jitters from coffee and caffeine seems to affect them. And, if you're a caffeine addict, put in as much as you want there. It's better for the environment. I used to do those plastic little drink packets that cause so much waste. With W, you got the tub and the scoop. It's really fantastic. A bunch of our cast members love it, and I highly recommend you going to W Energy and using the code Purple Nurple.
Yeah, use the code Purple Nurple for 10% off your order, and kick us a few ducats because Sputter Media gets a little chunk of your commission. Alrighty, and before we do the recap, and I think Eric, you were voluntold by Joe to do the recap tonight.
Yeah.
So, but before we do the recap, I do want to announce that we are going to be having a new show starting soon. It's going to be Saturday afternoons at noon Pacific time. Tomb of Annihilation. I'm going to be DMing this one, and it is going to be a traditional D&D 5e style adventure, so kind of like Dawn of Alderton being 5e, but this time it's going to be better because I'm running it, and I'm just awesome like that. No, I'm kidding. We love you, Joe. Anyway, so Legion, why don't we get back to what was happening last week before we continue on?
Sure. So, after the attack on Joe's apartment, we ended up doing some preliminary searching and ended up getting a lead on Arasaka and where they came from, which led us to the oh shit, I'd have to look at the map to remember the name, but the industrial portion of town, where I end up throwing down with the Great Prince in a cage match and get my ass absolutely demolished. Reiki, the Arasaka executive, we find out, met with the manager of the establishment, Bambi. Banshee is allowed to set up one gig there pretty much any day he wants. It's guaranteed he's in. The fight and Yam's sweet talking with Bambi led to both he and I getting our reputation up. And Yam's Purple Nurple is going to be distributed there. Butterfly, meanwhile, spends the vast majority of the time looking over Lovelace, who is completely smashed.
Oh, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, sorry, that just dropped suddenly. Is there anything anybody would like to add to what happened? And I guess I have the question for you guys. Did you want to pick up right where you left off in the bar, or do you guys think that your business was concluded in the bar? Do you guys feel like you have more business there tonight, or are we going on to possibly some people might need to heal and whatnot, et cetera, et cetera?
I think some people were already grabbing their weapons, so we were probably on the way out. I know Butterfly wanted to get Lovelace to sober up before we made too many tactical moves.
Yeah. It was pretty much the same for me. I'm good.
Yeah, I was grabbing my gear and heading on out.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, one of my maps didn't load right, and I need to fix that. Give me a second. Cyberpunk maps.
Yep.
Huh. This is disconcerting. It's still not working.
Mm.
I'm going to try refreshing and see if that helps. If not, I will have to use a different map for what I had planned tonight. But that being said, we can still, while I am doing this, while I'm refreshing, we can talk to you guys about what you guys plan to do. It seems like you were all collecting your weapons and moving along, heading back to your respective apartments for the evening. I'm going to ask our hurt persons first, Yam and Legion. You guys might feel the need to recover for a couple of days. So if that is the case, I need to know how long you guys plan to be out.
Let's see. 28. I have a body of 5. So yeah, I'll just straight up rest for 5 days.
Okay, so you're going to be out for the better part of the week. Go ahead and take your your rest, do your hit points, get yourself situated.
And for the last 2 days, I will focus on creating speed heals.
Okay. We will come back around to that then.
All
In a
right.
second. So Yam, how about yourself? Are you taking some time to heal up?
Is he not back yet? Huh.
I think we can probably assume he's healing and maybe come back to him later.
Sounds like a plan. So Banshee and Lovelace, you two do not have to heal nearly as much, so it's kind of your option if you want to just go to the to that or not. To to do you guys want to heal, or do you have other things in mind?
How long does healing take? Or is there
You
like a
heal
full day
your body
action?
stat in HP if you do nothing for 24 hours.
Yeah, I'll just chill in my apartment for 2 days.
All right. You chill in your apartment for 2 days, and heal up your body stat twice. Wait, isn't there a button where I can just close all doors, I think? I know there is. I just can't remember where it is. Okay. So, and then Lovelace, same question. What are you doing? Are you going to take some time to heal up?
Yeah, I was gonna take the 2 days that I'll need to get back to full, but can I do stuff after that?
Yeah. I'm just I'm figuring out what the plan
Healing,
is.
I gotcha. I will take 2 days, please.
Excellent. And then, what are you guys? What if any plans would you guys like to have? Beyond that. Sorry, I feel so distracted because I am trying to get everything set up for the next little bit, which I am. I'm all set up now. But anyway, what are you? Is there anything that you guys want to accomplish? You have some leads that you may or may not need to want to pursue. You may have some ideas about that, or you may have individual projects that you are looking for.
What's going on with the Elflines game?
Well,
When is the raid? Do we know?
Well, the problem is that Limbo's laptop was stolen,
Yeah.
right?
He doesn't have online access to the character, though. It's like native to the laptop.
He would have to start over from scratch or recover the laptop would be what I'm getting at, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So what would you guys like to do now that you're all healed up?
Like I said, I'm gonna spend most of my time trying to create some speed heals.
Okay, give me your, I do believe, what is it,
Let's see.
not paramedics, it's not paramedics, is it, what's the role associated with your creating the drugs? I don't even remember. You have a pharmaceutical thing you can click on,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, click on that. That's what I'm getting at.
Here we go. And seriously?
Seriously, what? Ooh, and also let me make it so
there
that
we
our
go.
audience can see the rolls. Haha.
It wasn't letting me click on the thing for a second there, but I don't know.
You get oh, hey, that is a critical success. And you said you were working for 2 days. You will be able to make 2 speed heals each day. So 4 total.
Nice. Very nice.
Faraday, or not Faraday, Lovelace. What can I do for, what is it you would like to do?
I'd like to do some invention rolls and do a new scent for my fragrance machine. I'd like to
Okay.
expand my business.
That seems perfectly reasonable. Go ahead and give me... Dude, what the hell, y'all?
Yo.
Can
Oh,
we...
yeah.
Can we, like, seriously, what the hell? Both of you,
All
by the
comes
way,
down
take
to
your
me.
10 IP and whatnot, and,
Hell yeah.
Word.
And you are I mean, what sense would you like to
Do I
to-
get multiple, or like can I add a feature to it?
with
Maybe it also plays white noise.
I mean, you're trying to develop a scent. I would say it wouldn't make sense to me that
Okay.
um
A new scent. I gotcha.
but I will say you're able to come out with an assortment. Like you develop like 5 scents this week, and you can determine what they are and add those to your inventory.
Yes, I love it. Okay. Good week.
And then how about Banshee? What is it you'd like to be accomplishing at this time?
Well, I'm gonna check in with the bandmates, see how they're doing, and then see if that the neighborhood kid was able to score us that van, with amplifiers.
Give me a... Ooh. What kind of roll should this be? This should be a... Give me a streetwise, unless you think you have a different, suggestion.
I'll go with rolling streetwise.
Yeah, you your boys did get a location on a van. It is in like terrible shape. Like freaking like this is beat the fuck up. Needs a lot of work to get running and be functional, but it's only 10,000 eddies.
I'll check that off my to-do list, and for the remainder of the week, I will write and record the last ride of El Bozo.
Excellent. How about you give me a composition roll for that?
You got it.
Very nice. Yes. This song is a masterpiece, and you're pretty sure if you get the right distribution, the right audience, that this is going to be an amazing song to be playing to try and gather more fans for your band.
Right on.
Is Joe back yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, so, we were asking the question with, we were just going to assume that you were going to take whatever time you needed to heal. Your body stat is 5, so, and you are at 13 hit points. To get back up to 40, you need 27. So you would need at least 5 days, and that would still leave you 2 hit points shy.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the 5 days. I
All
need to
right,
heal.
so 5 days will put you at 38 hit points. Go ahead and adjust accordingly. And then, what would you like to do with your time from here? What's next for Yam Spurts? As we've stated before, the things that went down and occurred and happened. The laptop of Limbo's was stolen, and then you had the incident at the Fight Club. And going from there, where does Yam Spurts do? What does Yam Spurts do?
Well, I need to let Frizz know to make sure her stuff's all secure and whatnot, because she was drunk when I left the apartment. So I probably would have gotten back if she was still there and sobering up. I'd talk to her about that.
You saw her passed out on your bed, and just like you're just totally spread out all over your satin sheets, and just there's another empty bottle of champagne next to the bed.
Totally acceptable. Get it, Frizz. After that, I would. We need revenue. So the new project for Limbo and Frizz. Well, hold on. For Frizz, she needs to find Reiki. Find any information.
Okay.
Do whatever she can. Use her abilities to find me out anything she can. And Limbo, we need to go hard on the ad campaign. Purple Nurple needs to start bringing in some eddies. I want him to take his campaign to the next level, and I want him to spend a week coming up with something, and then get back to me, and we can discuss it.
I need to do a loyalty roll for Frizz. Give me a second. She's still not crazy happy with you.
Oh, she needs a new computer. I should probably buy her one.
That would definitely help, but she is I mean, this is her job, so she's not going to not do it. You're not asking her to do anything that isn't like her normal job, but she's like cussing you out and just like being very, very passive aggressive, and just like, oh, fine, whatever. And she is going to do a library search check. So with that 21, she is able to get, at the very least, the public information about Reiki. She is an Arasaka executive, and specifically, she's an executive enforcer. She is a cleanup person. She has a team that goes in and cleans up Arasaka's messes. So if she is involved, that means they consider you and or whatever's going on here an Arasaka mess. That is what that tells you.
Alright, excellent information.
So you have Arasaka's attention, and they consider you to be a mess that needs to be cleaned up. The question is, are you going to make it messier or not?
The wheels are turning.
Would you like to think on it and let me get back to another player?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay. Meanwhile, I am also going to do a roll for Limbo for his marketing campaign. What would you like him to do to help market Purple Nurple? How do you want him to go about making improvements?
Well, we use the Battle of the Bands the Dark Carnival. Use that story. We were jacked up on Purple Nurple or something. Like that's my suggestion.
All right.
Let's
So
keep it action packed.
I will go ahead and do his credibility roll. Dude. Wait, I did that wrong. Hold on.
What do you mean you did it wrong? Oh yeah, you should have rolled higher. But that's right.
No, actually, I should have rolled lower.
Oh come on, man. Limbo needs a win.
Right. And the way credibility works is a percentage chance of success.
Oh.
So, yes, he does run a successful campaign for Purple Nurple, and you guys are basically selling off the shelves, man. Everybody is clamoring for this drink all over Night City. It is the latest rage. And your salary, your increases by 500 eddies per what were we doing it per week or per month? Per month. We were doing it when rent was due.
Yes.
So yeah, add another 500 eddies to your salary. And then let's come over to Legion. You just got done making some speed heals, and I'm curious where your thoughts are regarding the events that have gone down so far. Not just getting your ass kicked at the Fight Club, but also what's been going on with all of the activity. The fact that Yamspurt's apartment was raided, the fact that there seems to be some Arasaka interest in your guys' activities. What does Legion, the cop, think about all of this? And by the way, you are still a police officer, but you switched to medtech as your role. So, but you don't stop being a lawman, but you're basically you're voluntarily taking a leave of absence from active duty to pursue career as a med tech. It would be, for example, let's say, like, for example, hey, I'm not going to be working at NCPD anymore. I'm going to be working for Trauma Team or for REO Meat Wagon or something like that. I would say with your current rank in MedTech, REO Meat Wagon would be probably more likely to hire you than Trauma Team would. But because you have lawman experience, that could pad your resume. Point is, you are looking for work. You have not yet found a job in the MedTech field.
Right. Well, as far as thoughts regarding what's going on, between Yam's revelation that the shit with the bozos was basically set up by him, followed by the immediate attack by Arasaka, I imagine my head would be kind of in a haze, and I'd be focusing on finding work, partially as a priority and partially just to kind of zone out.
All right. Well, why don't you give me a library search check to see if you can find any openings in your field?
Sure. Let's see. Library search. There we go. And I will go ahead and dump some luck into that.
All right. Well, take 10 IP for that critical failure, and The only job listing that you're able to find that you qualify for technically is a security job position at a Biotechnica facility. And this isn't even actually med tech work, nor is it even really cop work. It's like pseudo cop work. It would be, once again, sitting behind a desk and monitoring screens and shit like that. But that's the job that you're able to find.
That's fair.
The starting pay is 100 eddies per week.
Okay.
And you do make 100 eddies this week for your first little starting package.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Banshee, I want to get a charismatic impact check from you
All right.
as you release the last ride of the Bozo, and you gain one new fan. But it's really important who this fan is. They are a disc jockey on a radio program that's really popular here in Night City on Morrow Rock Radio. And he discovered your new single and is just playing the shit out of it on Morrow Rock every day now.
Right on.
So you are getting some notoriety there. And let's come back around. Oh, yep, go ahead.
Do I know where this station is?
You would be able to find where the broadcast comes from, yes. It's in a mega building in the middle of the Glen.
I will talk to my bandmates about possibly going down there and setting up an interview to get our name further out there.
Okay. Give me I would call this business, although I would take conversation as well to see if you can try and set up that interview.
I will definitely take conversation over business.
Oh yeah! Wow, good roll. So you called down to the radio station, and they definitely seem interested in setting up an interview, possibly before whenever your next live performance is. They could get you in and do a promotional interview. So, do you have any live performances set up yet?
I do not. I have one that's ready to go.
All right. So as soon as you set a date, give us a call back, and we'll set up the interview.
Right on.
All right. And let's get back around to Lovelace. Lovelace, your new fragrances are ready to go, but you still need to figure out a way to get them out there. How do you start distributing your new product?
That's a great question. Could I call Ori, my fixer friend?
You would know that Ori, this is not exactly the kind of thing he does. If you want him to move some merchandise that fell off of a truck, then Ori's the person to call. But if you're trying to get a legitimate business started, that's not his wheelhouse.
Oh, okay. I guess I should call my corpo friend, Yam.
All right. So ring-a-ding-ding, ring-a-ding-ding. Yam Spurts, your internal agent is buzzing in your skull.
Hello.
Hey, Yam. I was looking for some advice on, the whole business thing. I have been making ever since nobody moved in next door with the dead body smell, and I made that whole air freshener thing. I actually have developed sixth sense for it, and I think it's time to, stop using fixers to move it and actually do some legitimate business stuff.
The fuck are you talking about? You made sense? What?
I made this robotic air freshener purifier product to get the dead body smell out of nobody's apartment, but I've actually been able to sell some and make some money on it. I'm
Why did
pretty
you
good
go
at
in nobody's
making them.
apartment? Are
He
you
moved
okay?
in next door. He brought the dead body smell. What was I gonna do?
I mean, to
I
be fair, the
assumed.
dead body smell was just a problem of the next door apartment. Like,
Oh, Lovelace is still blaming it on nobody.
that's fair.
I assumed he had a different odor about him, but I can see dead bodies. Since I need to see the product before I can help you with it. But Limbo's my media guy. I tell him what I'm selling, and he makes a thing, and then I sell it. How many do you have to sell?
I guess as many as I can make in this week.
So we're talking hundred, a couple hundred thousands.
So what we have
No,
here is you've got the unit, right? You've got the unit, but then you've also got the scent plugins, and that's where the money comes in, right? Because they have to keep buying the scent packets over and over again.
I guess what we need to talk is manufacturing though. I can only make so many of these on my own.
That is true.
Based on what my company does, is this something that I could do? Manufacture for her? Or would I need to find a different avenue?
Oh no, you could totally incorporate this into your business.
Okay. What is it called?
That's a great question. Oh, you know what? I thought about Sense and Sensibility, but like SCENT. It's a working title.
Okay, that's not my end of the business. I'm just gonna three-way in Limbo to the call without telling Lovelace. And as soon as he's in, like, all right, Limbo, Lovelace is trying to sell this thing. We're gonna help her with it. Scent and Sensibilities. It's a fragrance thing for your nose.
For your home, it's an air purifier. It makes your home smell not like dead bodies. Pretty common problem in, the area.
Right.
At least where I live, not the Corpo zone, probably.
So something that makes dead bodies smell go away. I'm gonna have to work on that. Let me throw my marketing genius around for a little bit and see what I can come up with.
Oh, and I will send Limbo the files of the commercial that nobody put together.
Excellent, excellent. That'll help him. That'll give him an extra boost for his credibility roll when he gets around to that bit.
Excellent.
Go ahead.
So, are you gonna send me the things I need to kind of create it, and what kind of?
So you're gonna have to establish manufacturing for this. This is, this is the Corpo thing, right? This is where you got to come into play and start, making your magic happen and figure out how you're gonna get the products, how you're gonna get resources, how you're gonna get people to start making things and manufacturing. You got to have a facility to make it, etc., etc.
Exactly, and since Frizz was so great at her library check, I assume she has some time to find some production assets and whatnot.
I would say, a lot of this stuff has all been happening simultaneously, right? So, like, you're talking on the phone with Lovelace while Limbo is working on the Purple Nurple campaign. Then you three called him in while Frizz is searching up information for Reiki. All of that stuff is kind of happening simultaneously.
Okay. Then, yeah, I guess I'll spend my time recuperating, just talking to people, making this happen.
But I have a question. Once you have gotten I want to come back around to the question we had where, when Frizz found Reiki's information and then you weren't sure what to do next. You got any thoughts on what you might want to talk to the crew about?
Oh yeah, I have an idea for a bait and switch.
Well, you might want to clue in the rest of the gang if you've got plans.
Yeah, I'll hit the group message. The new one I created that Butterfly hasn't left yet. And set up a meet at some. I don't want it at my place. Fuck that. I will have it at my job, and I will just. I will assume after the last incident, the company has probably beefed up or at least updated security in some way, shape, or form.
I would say that is fair to assume that after you were attacked, there's a little bit of an understanding there, and we will. Give me 1 second. I got to get Banshee on that map. He wasn't. Everybody was already in that map except Banshee. So let's go ahead and come over here to Yam Spurts' office. Here we are. Assuming everybody answers the call.
I would. Begrudgingly, but I would.
Oh, yeah.
Butterfly left the group chat, that's why she's not here. But no, Lovelace showed up and told Butterfly she'd give her, the recap.
Got it.
Yam is not on the map, but Limbo is.
Shoot, you're right. Oh, right, because last time we were here was after Yam got kidnapped. Oh, we're like, wait, why isn't Yam in his own office? Oh, right. There you go. Yam is now on the board.
Excellent. Everyone follow me to my office, please.
Does that include Frizz and Limbo, or are they continuing to work on what you've asked them to?
I want them to continue on this project. Once they're done, if they have interest in this, they can come, but they don't have to if they don't want to.
Got it. Well, they are going to be working for quite some time, actually, on what you've asked them to do. So I was wondering if you were going to be taking away from the existing resources that they are spending on doing what they're doing. And are you having problems over there, Legion? What's going on? Are you like on measurement tool or something? You can't move?
No, the game is showing as being paused for me.
Okay, I know how to fix that quickly. We pretend we have a combat, and then we don't do it, and now you should have free movement now. You sure you're not on measurement tool? Because,
yeah, it's still showing me as paused.
Well, I'll move you, and I suggest refreshing.
Right. Sounds good.
Excellent. Once everyone's in the room, I'll shut the door. I am going to pull out my scrambler and place it down on my desk. Very obviously so, like activating it so everyone can see that I'm, scrambling communication so people can't listen in on us.
All right, yeah.
There we go.
Give me a basic tech roll. Let's see if Yam, the executive, remembers how to activate one of these things. It's been a while.
Yep. There we go.
Man, I used it before with no roll.
Lovelace, you notice Yam seems to be struggling with the right settings.
Okay. Okay, may I do a basic tech roll?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah, you get in there and just like flip a few switches, tap a few buttons, and everything is working functionally as it's supposed to.
If you'll notice, I'm sitting in Yam's chair and I kick my feet up on the desk.
Yes.
Alright, excellent. So this is only going to happen once. Just so we all are aware, we only have one shot at this, otherwise it will never happen again. Making eye contact with Lovelace as I say all of that. But, I've learned that, the person we're seeking Reiki is a Arasaka enforcer. You all understand what that means?
Arasaka, I will twitch.
You all know what an executive enforcer does?
I have my suspicions.
They get rid of problems.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Guess what Arasaka thinks we are? Or becoming more of.
You're goddamn right.
Gee, I have no idea.
We're pulling a thread and we have to be careful. But I think we can use this to our advantage in helping me get what I want.
What do you got in mind?
We need to simultaneously pull off two jobs. One that gets us into Demi's office, and one that alludes to the prize we're after is in Demi's office. That way, as we bust in, Arasaka comes busting in after us, stealing the quote-unquote item. Obviously, we use this chance to lay down and protect ourselves, and after like their goons clear out, we clear out Demi and all of his idiots if they're still left alive.
Demi?
Am I not saying his name right?
You mean Reiki?
Remy.
Oh, Remy. Okay,
Remy,
you're talking
yeah, my
about
rival.
Remy. You're talking about Devereaux.
Devereaux. I'm combining his names. Apologies.
Remy Devereaux, yes.
Yes, Remy Devereaux. I want to use Arasaka to get rid of him because if we did it, yeah, that's gonna blow us up. But I don't want to blow up the same way Johnny Silverhand did. I want to retire at an old age. Anyone have any opposition to anything I'm saying? Legion, I know you're stuck with me. Banshee and Lovelace, we have agreements, but we're a group. I brought you in because of your perspective and your roles, so I need your input in the plan. Obviously, it's still in its infantile stages, but that is my idea.
I do have a question for you though, Joe, and that is, what about the data that was stolen, and what about Squeak? Are you still trying to make contact with Squeak?
Oh, yes, that is. We're still trying to do that, but I have other motivations as well. I'm trying to get all the pieces moving simultaneously so that we can grab Squeak and then use Arasaka to take out Devereaux. Because if Devereaux has hired the Cyber Psycho, Yam is workshopping this out loud for the group.
Mm-hmm.
If Devereaux hired the Cyber Psychosis twins, we saw them at the battle to get rid of my family, and now they're here again. They're chasing the same avenue we are. It feels to the Yam that this is all connected. Things don't just happen like that in Night City. It's randomness, but Yam doesn't operate on that street level where randomness occurs. He's an exec. Things are connected. There are strings that we can't see, but we can feel their pull. The fact that Lovelace has a history of this fellow just confirms it for him even more that there is a greater, some greater play that he can't explain. But if it's there, he's gonna ride the wave to success, and that's his goal.
At this time, you get a message on your internal agent from Limbo. It's a text message, and it's marked urgent.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna read it.
So the message says that he was trying to talk to Squeak about the raid and explain that his laptop with his character and all that stuff was stolen. So he went into the raid chat group and has discovered that nobody in the group has heard from Squeak in 4 days.
Mm. With Limbo's access, could Lovelace try and do some tracing of Squee?
It would be possible for something like that with some good rolls on Lovelace's part. Yes.
Well, this is where I look over at Lovelace and say, "You want to earn that seat? You gotta. Our lead has disappeared. Can you use Limbo's login to trace her?"
Yeah, I can do my best. Let's
No,
yeah, let's have him lock me in.
Stop. You will do it. Repeat after me. You will do it. Affirmative action. Makes affirmative action. There is no possibility. It is something you will do. Believe in yourself.
Motivated, downright dedicated.
With like the kitten hanging, and it just says, "Just hang on." Yams turned into some kind of motivational speaker.
Gotta love it.
Lovelace very obviously rolls her eyes and then gets onto her agent or whatever she needs to do to hack in.
This would be an electronic security check.
I'm hovering over Lovelace. Only because she's seated.
$18 is good enough for you to trace back the IP address for Squeak to an apartment in a mega building in the University District.
I hold my agent up to him and say, the GPS picture of the point, and say, "Happy? Your little speech worked."
Yes. Yes, I'm happy. You got the results. What?
Or
have you
maybe
never had a boss
somebody's
before?
genius worked. Oh my god. Am I really going into business with you? You're not going to be my boss. We're going to be partners.
Well, so far I've put up all the capital and everything to make this happen, so...
You didn't invent the product.
That's not how business
I've
works.
put money into it too.
Not how business works, but don't worry. I like you. I'll make sure you get paid. I'm not going to take anything more than 50%.
Well, I mean, partners 50-50. That would be actually legit. Anyway, on that note, we are at the 8 o'clock hour, so this is a good time to take our 10-minute break. What you guys think? And you guys now have an address that might lead you further down this rabbit hole.
My guitar is displayed in my office now. Just a side note.
All right. Well, with that note, folks, we are going to take 10. It is 8 o'clock. See you guys back here at 8:10. And we look forward to the second half of tonight's episode of Cyberknights with you. Hey, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking around for the break. And we last left the Cyberknights off where they discovered that their the lead that they've been following has disappeared, and they do have an address for where Squeak might be located. So, what are you guys doing with this information? I know, Yam, you were talking about setting up some kind of operation, but that sounds probably like something that's going to need some work, investigation, and setup that you have not accomplished yet. Are you going to dive into that, or are you going to pull on this other thread here? What do you guys want to do now that you have discovered that Squeak has been missing for 4 days, or at least as far as the raid guild is concerned?
Yam says we should go there. Like, this is a lead we were following as a group since the Battle of the Bands. That suit is Arasaka property. That's we gotta get to it first.
It does stand to reason that this is all connected to that suit, right?
Yeah. I have to begrudgingly agree with Yam. I think that's our best option.
Man, I haven't been wrong yet. Stop begrudgingly agreeing with me.
Well, you were kind of wrong about hiring bozos.
Yeah.
So let me see if I understand this correctly. We're going after armor that belongs to Arasaka.
Yeah, would you
Holographic
guys
suit.
like to fill Banshee in on maybe some missing bits since his character wasn't here for that event?
Absolutely. Did you hear about the Battle of the Bands where, who did they play under? What was their name?
Ronin?
Ronin, yes. Did you hear about Battle of Bands with the person Ronin?
Yeah, our band got fucking kicked out of the slot.
I know, that's the only reason Purple Number was there, because you were supposed to play. I was pretty pissed. But anyway, this person, Squee, showed up looking like Johnny Silverhand.
No. It wasn't Squeak. It was Mousy.
Mousy, apologies.
Squeak was the person who created Ronin's net arc.
Yes. Mousy showed up looking like Johnny Silverhand. Turns out it's some...
And Banshee will take a step back, as you say, Johnny Silverhand.
This is all stuff that was like big news when it happened. You would have heard it on the scream sheets.
Okay.
But they were wearing a suit that I'm assuming is some sort of holographic. I don't know the technology. That's not my line of business. But it's a suit that can make you 100% impersonate another person. We know it to be Arasaka property. The Cyber Psycho twins were there trying to get it. This is the only lead we have. Fuck Arasaka. Like, come on, let's go. I am actively reloading guns that don't need to be reloaded because I did that last time we played, but...
Well,
oh, hold on. Let me re-equip my weapon since we're not at the club anymore.
I don't need much convincing if we're going up against Arasaka.
Me either. I'm pretty much along for the ride, as you're aware, and I think this is a good next lead. Obviously, we know where we can find Devereaux's office, but I think we have planning to do before then.
So much planning. I'll need your tech abilities.
We will collaborate, and presumably Friz and I will collaborate.
She's taking a back seat on any endeavors for a while for her own safety. Unless she
She's
chooses
still
to come.
cussing you out. She is so fun. I love that girl.
So, are you also leaving Limbo behind, or are you planning on taking him with you when you go?
I want Limbo to focus on Lovelace's product for the time being, since that's his media job. I would like to... I'm gonna send Friz
hey, hope you're doing well kind of card that's gonna have.
Hold on, let me check my inventory before I say words. I will send her a hope you're feeling well card with 300 eddies in it, and I will send Limbo a hey bro, good job. Here's some eddies card with 300 eddies in it.
So, just for how it works with treating your employees and whatnot, that was the bare minimum that you needed to do for the session to make sure you didn't lose any loyalty from either of them.
Yes, that's why I was real quick to make sure that happened.
Yep. And so then I guess the four of you are planning on traveling to the University District?
I have one other question.
Sure.
So I had a guitar in my apartment.
Uh-huh.
Typically those cost money. Should I deduct some sort of amount to get it like refurbished so it works?
I will assume that I mean it was just a decoration in on the map that you're like incorporating into your character and whatnot, so I'm just gonna give it to you. You've got the guitar. You can go ahead and add a guitar to your inventory. It's actually in the compendium. You can grab an instrument guitar.
Yeah, I know. I saw it already. I didn't want to put it in my inventory without double checking with you because of the price.
I'm gonna say this is one of those Flavor Flav kind of situations.
Flavor Flav, what? All right, thank you.
So, any other questions, or are you guys ready to journey to the nicer but very, very populated part of Night City?
Oh, I'm gonna outright ask Banshee why he doesn't like Arasaka as we're traveling.
Just straight, like, so why don't you like Arasaka, Banshee? What's up?
Let's just say my parents and godfather had a pretty heavy hand in what went down 20 years ago.
Are you related to Johnny Silverhands?
And as he says that, I will walk a few steps in front of him.
Yo, just because I'm short doesn't mean you're faster than me, man. I've learned to walk fast my entire life.
All right. We are going to fast forward the camera a little bit to later in the afternoon. And it is afternoon, guys. It is not nighttime yet. It's just kind of a normal day. And normal for Night City. And you guys arrive at this mega building. And once again, I want to share with our audience that any of the maps that you see, this map is from Cybermaps. So if you like what you see and you want to add one of these awesome animated maps to your own games, then go to Cybermaps on Patreon. And it's the owner's got some really, really good stuff there for cyberpunk and space themed adventures, so check them out. And we are here now at this mega building. You guys can see inside. You're at the first floor in the lobby of said mega building.
Excellent. All right, Officer Legion, why don't you take point? That way no one fucks with us.
Fair enough. Alright, let's see.
As you walk along, you see, I mean, it looks like a typical mega building. You've got businesses, restaurants, and whatnot around the main courtyard area. Typically, the apartments and whatnot are in the upper floors.
Yep.
And you see this citizen here seems to be working on an elevator. The elevator in front of him has a big sign on it with caution, holographic caution tape saying out of order.
Fantastic. Looks like we're taking the stairs.
There is another elevator on the opposite side.
Oh, there is? Okay.
This one is just out of order right here.
Yeah.
This one
Alright.
does not have holographic cautionary tape indicating that it is out of order. And this right here appears to be a restaurant. If anybody's hungry. The door's on the other side.
Yeah.
Look at that. I love it. I love it.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
And if you actually click on that door in the middle, you can ride the elevator all the way up to the apartments level. And just leave Banshee behind. Close the door. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And whoops. I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on.
Oh, cool.
All right, and here you are up on the second floor of the, well, not the second floor. You guys are several stories up right now. Just for the record, if anybody decides to take a flying leap out of one of the windows, it probably will not work out very well for you. But it's kind of cool. What I do love about this map is you can actually see the courtyard below that you were just in.
Yeah.
I know.
That's actually exactly what the Oh Cool was about.
Right? So, according to your information, the address for Squeak was over down this way. Specifically, up here. And please do not click on the door. I forgot to lock it. It is supposed to be locked. So you are now right outside Squeak's apartment.
What's what a motion Legion do is like do your cop thing, come on.
Well, I'll start by just knocking on the door.
Now you can actually click on the door and it'll make a knocking sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Sort of. It's more like you jiggled the handle or whatever sound, but still. Yeah, so you knock on the door and there is no response.
Alright. In that case, I will move on to attempting to pick the lock.
Give me a lockpick check. And do you have tools?
Let's see. I should. Let me double check. Let's see. Apparently do not. Damn.
You don't have a tool hand on your cool new cyber hands?
Nope.
Not yet.
Wow.
So you might need to be
Can a tech
bringing
tool
your
do
tech.
well?
Yes, tech tool can be used for this.
Alright.
Lovely says, out of the way, pretty boy. And does a lockpick check.
Give me your lockpick check.
Ooh, that's something I'm prepared for. This is gonna go well.
I mean, y'all still have luck. Oh!
Yeah.
But take 10 IP for that critical failure as Lovelace has the right tools for the job, but doesn't seem to be doing very well at the whole using them for this purpose thing. Not exactly your wheelhouse, really.
She sighs and says, "Can't you just kick it in or something?"
Or you could let him use your tools.
Yeah, he can. Sorry. I offer him my tech tool.
All right.
Go ahead and
Game
make your
description.
lock picking check.
Yep. And I will go ahead and use some luck on this as well.
Oh man! Oh, and that is a critical failure. Also, take 10 IP, and neither of you are able to pick the lock. You're gonna have to find a different way through this door.
All right. Step aside.
Lock picking is no longer an option. Different tactic must be used.
I'm gonna try and kick the door open.
All right, that would be an athletics check. I would also accept brawling if either or, if you have
Definitely
ranks
take
in one or the
brawling
other.
over.
There we
Banshee
go.
just comes in and just fucking kicks that door the fuck down. Hard.
Lovely says, "See, he gets it."
And the door is kicked in. You see
I'd like
a
to wave
darkened
my
apartment. You see a darkened apartment. The only lights that you see are a TV screen that has been left on.
Do we hear the words "Papa, don't hit me no more"?
You hear nothing except the droning of whatever program is playing.
Do our agents have flashlights?
I have
Yeah,
a flashlight.
yeah. I would say you could. Agents have flashlights, or Yan might have a flashlight. There you go.
I do have a flashlight because I'm prepared.
That's so retro. I love it.
Hold up, I actually might be able to. Give me a second. Can I do?
Oh, you don't have a physical agent though either.
That's what. But I have a flashlight, and I have. Excuse me. Oh, I didn't buy a glow stick. All right, I will do that after this session. But I'm gonna pull up my flashlight and just walk into the apartment.
Hold on. I'm actually trying to give you a flashlight.
It's in my inventory.
No, I mean, I'm actually trying to give you a flashlight and make you light up.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Well, shit.
No one's getting my musical references tonight.
You see on the couch a very, very cold-looking body.
Well, who's this cadaver?
Lovelace, can you do the thing you do and cyberspace it?
I guess so. Does
Cyberspace
Squeak
what?
have like a cyber deck in her own? I think that's we should have said something about there being a dead body, but yeah, if she has a cyber deck, I can look into that.
So, you can give me a conceal, reveal, hidden check.
Okay.
Oof.
You do notice that that Squeak does have a cyber arm, and it is the compartment where a cyber deck would be installed into the cyber arm is completely ripped open and empty.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense, but I yell over
Give
to
me.
the
I want you to
experts.
give me an interface check. Just straight interface. Actually, we'll call this a scanner check. You see scorch marks on Squeak's head that you recognize as the telltale signs of a net run gone bad. It looks like her brain was burned out. At least that's what you from what you can tell. You've seen these kinds of injuries on other net runners before.
Okay. Is that something that somebody could do to someone else, though? Like,
you only know it being possible as, you know, this is brain getting fried because of like black ice or some kind of other net running attack, some kind of attack on the net runner. It looks like this person's brain was burned out from that kind of attack.
Okay, gotcha. I was just wondering if it had something to do with the
See, I told you I gave you a flashlight.
But...
Look. It's just it doesn't rotate. But look, I made a flashlight for Yam.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. You can rotate it.
I
Well,
can
he can
rotate
rotate
myself.
himself. He can rotate himself.
I have a poorly made torch.
It worked. I'm glad. As I'm laughing about this dead girl. Legion, you being a med tech and having some new training, give me a paramedics check, and you get a circumstantial +2 because you have definitely been studying medicine lately.
All right. Let's see. Where is it? Here we go.
Oh shit! Nice.
There we go.
That's a good roll. So with your 17, yes, these look like the indications of a net run gone bad. But as you take a closer look, you realize somebody went out of their way to make it look like a net run gone bad, but you barely notice the bullet wound in the back of his in the back of her head.
Well, whatever this was not a net run gone bad. It was clearly meant to be made to look like that. And I'll kind of turn the head and indicate the bullet hole to the others.
Banshee, give me a conceal, reveal, hidden check where you are.
All right.
You notice a picture frame, a holographic picture frame, sitting on the cabinet there, and it's got a picture of Squeak, the person that's dead on the couch there, and another girl, and they are holding each other in what definitely looks like a wedding photo.
Shout to Yam. Hey, is this important? As I hold up the picture frame.
Well, if nothing else, it would be a lead.
Yam, you would recognize the other person in that picture photo as the mousy girl that was impersonating Johnny Silverhand, aka Ronan, at Battle of the Bands. Is the person in the wedding photo with the dead girl.
All right, Lovelace. We can see her computer here. Yes, correct.
Whose?
Squeaks.
Squeak's cyberdeck. You do not see any computer in this room, and the cyberdeck was ripped out of her arm.
Alright, we gotta go, analog. And I wink at Lovelace. Let's search the apartment, gang.
All right.
That was as cool as Yam thought it
Uh,
was.
everybody else besides Banshee, give me a conceal, reveal, hidden object.
All right.
I'm just holding the flashlight. I'm not actually searching.
Lovelace yells over, Yam, why don't you look under the bed?
No thanks. There's a dead person there.
No, the dead person's on the couch.
You find, Lovelace, you find a notepad, but it seems to be empty. You do not, the last note that was written on it had been torn off.
I'm gonna get real Scooby-Doo and get a pencil and scribble over it to see the last thing that was written.
There you go.
Give me a composition check.
Fucking composition. What is that even? Oh, I found
Education.
it. Okay. Let's throw luck on it.
Unless you have another skill you'd like to try and use. Composition is what came into my head, but if you have another skill you'd like to try and use, you can ask to try and use that instead. If you think that there's cryptography, I will accept. Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yes, you are able to carefully use a pencil to scratch over. Like you said, you really Scooby-Doo this shit, and you reveal the address for a Cube Hotel in South Night City.
I say, okay, gang, we got the next stop on our adventure. And show everybody the address.
I'm gonna take a picture of the dead body.
Okay.
And take a picture of the bullet hole that Legion had found.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a picture of the wedding photo so I can have a picture of Mousy.
Gotcha.
I'm taking the wedding. I'm gonna
You're
take
just,
the whole wedding
I'm
photo.
just taking the fucking wedding photo, Yam says. Yeah,
this,
that sounds
this
about right.
person's dead. I'll hold it for Lovelace, and when Lovelace is looking, I'll put it in my pocket.
Well, it is. I would say the picture frame is a little larger than your pocket, Yam.
Hey man, I got those '90s Jinko jeans. All right.
I'd also like to search the body.
Somebody was shopping at Miller's Outpost in the early 2000s.
Hot topic. Thank you.
Sorry, you were saying, Legion?
I'd like to search the body as well.
Okay, give me a conceal reveal object.
Right. Hey.
Oh, hey, look at that. You don't find much of note. It looks like somebody went out of their way to scrub evidence of that might have been left behind. It's this room is completely sterile almost, if not for the fact that there is a decomposing body inside of it. And by the way, it smells in here. Lovelace, just throwing that out there.
Oh, this could be a good test use case for whoever moves in next. I drop a business card on the floor for the landlord to find when they clean up.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Is there anything else that you guys feel that you need to accomplish? Here, in this specific location, I mean.
Yeah,
Obviously, you have more to accomplish.
Yeah, I should probably call the body in.
Yes, that would probably behoove you. So you're gonna go ahead, call it in, make the reports. I'm gonna go ahead and even just pull in your backup. Some officers show up to the scene after a little while to begin. Shit, where's my backup? I had your backup, guys. Where are they? There they are. So you have a few officers arrive on the scene and start doing all of the evidence collection that they can, going through official blah blah blah, dude out here cordoning off the area, putting up the holographic NCPD caution tape, and you start to see a few looky-loos coming out of their apartments, wondering what the hell is happening. Nobody actually obviously interfering with what's going down, but there's definitely some curiosity brewing, since it's Night City, cops are involved. This is not necessarily an abnormal occurrence, but it still draws interest.
Yeah. That's fair. But, yeah, outside of that, I think we're done here.
Where would you like to return? Would you guys just return to Yam's offices to decompress and maybe plan further ahead? Or do you want to go straight? Do you want to go straight to the Cube Hotel address?
Right to the Cube Hotel. We're already out.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be my vote as well.
Well, fine then. All right, give me a second.
I mean, they never go back to the base in Scooby-Doo. Not until the end, back to the mystery van. Mystery machine.
Where is my Cube Hotel?
Too bad Wayne isn't here with Scoob.
Oh, there it is. And you guys arrive here at the Cube Hotel that the address was given to you.
Is there an apartment number?
No, it was just the address of the hotel itself.
Mm.
All right. Well, how are we gonna figure out which hotel which apartment to go to?
That is
which cube?
kind of entirely up to you. How are you going to figure that out?
I'm sorry. I was asking the group.
Oh, okay.
I think either we hack into the reception system or we go through one by one.
Excellent. Hack into the reception system. Wonderful.
Okay,
you do.
so create a distraction. Wonderful. Look at that turret back there.
Distraction.
So this is
I got
actually right here. This is a ground drone that is a security ground drone that is just circling around. I didn't set up a patrol. I can set up a patrol, so it just patrols around the property, but I just didn't set that up. But yeah, so this ground drone is just a little spiderling looking thing that just seems to be actively patrolling the entrances for the Cube Hotel itself.
You need a distraction?
It doesn't seem to be like threatening you. It just seems to be like this is just a robotic security guard essentially.
Oh, I'm talking about when we're inside. Presumably there's a receptionist who will not like if I just start hacking his or her computer.
That is probably a pretty good assumption to be making.
So, once we're inside, I'm gonna need some sort of distraction.
Banshee said they got it, so.
Okay. Looking forward to well, I guess I won't see what's going on, but I trust it'll be great.
Here's hoping.
All right. You open the door and indeed do see a receptionist behind the desk. It's your good old works everywhere in Night City, Meryl. Who's clerking at literally everything that you ever go to, damn near. You see her sitting behind a desk with a computer in front of her, and over her shoulder, you do see a turret.
I prefer to Legion to distract the ground drone because I'm gonna try to hack in from here so that I've got a line of sight on the computer, but hopefully Meryl's less likely to notice me.
Or, we could just show her the picture that we picked up at the apartment and ask if she knows what apartment the person's in.
Yeah, that costs money.
How much that cost money?
I mean, people don't just give out information for free. Do you tell people stuff for free? Because I don't.
Not usually, no, but fortunately, I have a badge.
Oh. Yes, my bad. Do your police thing.
Yeah. Cops gotta do things the boring way.
So used to bribing people to figure out Ethan was a cop.
Just so fucking, that's great. Banshee, go
Well,
ahead.
you're the one with the picture, Yam. Get your ass in here.
What do you mean Lovelace has the picture?
Oh, that's true. Lovelace took a picture, and then Yam took the picture.
Did Legion see Yam take the picture?
I mean, he did say he was being secretive about it, and everybody was kind of looking around trying to find their own clues and whatnot. So, I would say it wouldn't have really stood out, but Lovelace made a point to actually take a picture of the picture frame with her agent. So,
Yes, I
All right, that
showed
works.
her
Yeah.
the picture.
So I'll indicate the picture that Lovelace is holding and ask Meryl, do you know which apartment this woman lives in?
and you are flashing your badge.
Discreetly. Yeah, I've got
So you make a conversation roll, and you will be at a +2.
it. Okay. Let's see. Conversation. There we go. No one. Okay.
Ah, yes, next, excellent. So, Meryl briefly looks at the photo, and she says, yeah, I saw that girl check in, and she explains to you how their system works. This is not, it wouldn't be where she lives. This is one of those, you check in for however long you feel like staying, and then you check out. Specifically, they have electronic locks on all of the doors that are keyed to your agent when you pay for the room. So it's basically, we have these state-of-the-art smart rooms, so you can check in and check out with your agent discreetly.
Cool.
It's tracked, so
I don't
it's a
suppose
log.
you would have a means of overriding those locks, would you?
Actually, as a matter of fact, she does. And with your conversation roll, she's definitely willing to do that. And she says, go ahead and follow me.
Excellent. Thank you.
Is this a fucking trap? I don't
Easy.
trust this at all.
Why? This was too easy.
Yeah,
We broke the game.
Yeah, does not trust us. What's the bullshit cyber roll? Because I know it's insight and D&D. What am I?
Human perception.
Human perception.
As far as you can tell, she's on the level. This is
say
just
that.
her job. As far as you can tell, this is her job, and a cop asked her to do her job. And he asked her very politely and did really well in his conversation role. This just seems like how it should go down when a cop is. This seems like normal procedure to you.
Come on, guys. She works literally everywhere.
Yeah.
It can't be that bad.
She comes up to this apartment, this room, and pulls out her own agent and types in an override and unlocks the door, and then kind of just steps aside and lets the cop do the cop thing.
Excellent. Thank you.
And is anybody else catching up, or are you all staying back there?
I'll follow.
Well, well, nobody's here at the moment.
So, and then Meryl actually will tell you that she's very confused by this because the way these work is the doors are unlocked unless occupied. So, the only way to lock the door is with the agent that that registers for the room. When you leave the room, and when you leave the room with your agent, the door unlocks for the next customer to discreetly rent it out.
I don't suppose there would be some secondary way in or out of the rooms, like, say, a vent?
A vent would probably not be a secondary way out of the room, but there is a vent.
Would it be big enough to allow a human passage?
It does not seem that it is big enough to allow a human to come in. No.
Okay. Well, in that case, I can only suspect that her agent, at least, is still here.
That is, give me a deduction check.
All right. Let's see, deduction. There we go. All right, high roll, high roll, high roll. Shit.
I mean, it was a pretty reasonable assumption that you were making. It stands perfectly to reason that the way it was explained how these how the locking mechanisms work at this hotel, that would mean, yes, the agent would have to still be in this room.
Well, I guess we don't have much other option than to search the room.
All right, give me a conceal reveal object check.
All right. I roll. Fuck it.
Legion, you can't find the vent. You're like, you said there was a vent in here. Where's the vent? But you do get 10 IP. Would anybody else like to search the room? Banshee and Lovelace, you guys seem to be within the vicinity. Lovelace, you are able to locate the vent sitting over the bed of the Cube Hotel.
Okay, I used my tech tool to presumably unscrew the vent cover.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to make you roll for that. It's a simple matter of just, pulling off some screws like you just said. And inside, you see, inside the vent is an agent. It's a little cell phone-looking mini computer.
I announced to the rooms, zoinks, guys, I found the agent.
Zoinks. Really?
Everybody make perception checks.
Oh, God.
Including me?
Everybody.
Hey.
Legion, Yam, and Lovelace hear a loud crashing explosion in this area over here. And I just realized, like, I forgot to move the map for our audience, and they're not seeing you or any of this, and blah, blah, blah. Here you guys are in the room, and the place that I pinged was over here somewhere where you guys were hearing loud crashing explosion.
Alright. So, I'm gonna just take off. Make a mad dash
following 'em.
towards...
Stop. Go back to the middle.
Right. Hey.
Almost simultaneously, these doors get kicked in. And you see Shank and Shriek closing in on the group. And this is where we will leave off, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That is the end of tonight's episode of Cyberknights, as the Cyber Psycho twins have arrived at the same set of clues that the Cyberknights have. What will happen next week, ladies and gentlemen? Dun dun dun!
What amazing cliffhanger.
I can already tell you, Butterfly's gonna ride in on a fucking winged unicorn and save that. Look like in mine.
We will just say you picked up Butterfly on the way here, and
Okay,
we'll bring her in next week. I'll even just pop her token in here right now, just so it's already there when we're rolling initiative at the very beginning of next session.
I texted her about our antics and she got concerned.
All
Let's see
right.
if my gunplay is going to be better next session than it was last session.
One
I
can
told
only
her I
hope.
had taken some Scooby snacks. She was like, "Oh, girl, not again."
All right,
You
well,
were
that's the
just
episode, guys. Thank you all, chat, for being the best part of Sputter Media and tuning in. I want to say once again, thank you so many new followers and viewers. So thank you for tuning in and seeing us act like fools for a couple of hours. We will be back again next week for the possible conclusion of this encounter. We'll see how long it takes the Cyberknights to defeat the Cyber Psycho twins this time around. And don't forget to tune in to Dawn of Alderton on Sunday evenings at 8 p.m. And also a new show coming around the pipe Saturday afternoons, Tomb of Annihilation. So stay tuned. We've got a lot of exciting things coming to you all. A lot of great content.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to say goodnight, chat?
Yeah, have a great night, chat. Of course,
Good night,
thanks for
chat.
coming out as always.
Until next time.
Yeah.